Okay, here he comes. He's on the ground. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. WestJet. Dum 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 dum.
Maybe slowing down.
Dum 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 dum. Why do you have to wear your seatbelt when you're going 5 miles an hour in an airplane, but when you're going 600 miles an hour, you can take it off?
Because the seatbelt wearing isn't proportional to the speed.
Okay. It's proportional to the likelihood of hitting something else. So I wonder where they came in from. I wonder if there's people on that plane. I wonder if we could look in the windows. I don't see any windows. Okay. Oh, here comes another one. This one's leaving, Abe. Dan?
Nope, it's landing. Look, it's putting its landing gear up. Bye-bye, landing gear.
This one's gonna go now. Oh, that's the same WestJet guy. He's gotta go back to catch the airport.
He just wanted to write WestJet was here on the ground, now he's going again.
I just wanted to be able to say he landed in Canada. Can you imagine landing from somewhere else? You land here, and this is what you see out the window when you get here.
Absolute suck.
You see white,
Gray in the distance.
gray sky. It always looks like this here at this time of year.
Gray building. Reminds me of Russia. I don't know what Russia looks like, but it reminds me of Russia.
I don't think I've ever been to anything that looks this dreary. Been to lots of airports. Often you see green grass. Sometimes you see palm trees.
I want to
Sometimes
see.
you see mountains. The one in Juneau, the airport is right beside a mountain.
When we land in China, it's going to be bright colored lights everywhere. The whole city will be light.
Oh, that's like Mexico City was.
And like when they pass over the river, they're going to have like lights, like floodlights that are colored. Maybe. That's what it looks like in pictures that are pretty.
Well, we're coming to you from YOW. That's the Ottawa International Airport. Goodbye.
YOW doesn't stand for Ottawa International.
Y must be Canada, and OW is Ottawa. YYZ is Toronto.
I don't think Y is Canada.
And Montreal is... Oh, here comes one. Is he coming or going? Hey, that's not him. Where is he? There he goes!
It's a really steep takeoff.
I'm looking right at you. You can't stop me. So, there you are, way over there. How does it feel to be way over there? Away from Mommy? Yes. We're not close together anymore. You'll have to sit over there. I glued you to the chair. Actually, I Velcroed you. Sometimes I wish I could do that to my children in church. Put Velcro on the bottom of their pants. Put Velcro on the seat and stick them to it. But you know what they would have done? They would have just wiggled out of their pants. That's what they would have done. Then they would have crawled up and down under all the pews without their pants on. Diaper city. I had fun at the airport. It was totally not very interesting. It was totally like a letdown. But since I wasn't really all that souped up, I didn't really know what to expect. I did think it was going to be more exciting, that we could have a little bit of a thrill, you know, like a free thrill. You go and stay on the outside of the airport, but underneath where the airplanes are leaving the airport, they're going up overhead, and it's really cool. I did that with my friend Diane once. She showed me. She turned me on to it. It was fun. That was, do you remember those videos? Yes, not the videos when I went back there and I made a basket. Put up my little shelter, and then I sat down in my lawn chair and I made a basket in the middle of the wildflowers. Until somebody came and told me, this is really airport property, you know. I said, oh, am I allowed to be here? Well, not really, but it's okay. You're not going to camp. No, I'm just going to make a basket. Well, that's okay then. And he was so nice to me. He said I could stay there and watch the airplanes. There's something to be said about being stupid. Who, me? Oh, it's time to go. They're counting on me. I'm first. Dum 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 dum. Do you like the sound effects? I know the real sound effects are better than my sound effects, aren't they? Yes, you know what I was going to do today? I was going to park my car at a parking lot. Then I was going to take the train, the O train. I was going to get on the train and go for a ride. And ride and ride and ride and ride. And go all the way to the end and then go all the way back. And then get off and get back in my car and go home. Or something. And I thought, what a bunch of good videos I could make. And yesterday when I was out making videos, I didn't have my camera, actually. It was in the car. But I could have been making good videos. And there was this guy who had dreadlocks down to the back of his knees. Can you believe that? He'd been growing them for like 10 or 15 or 20 years. Since he was 12, I think. He was now a grown-up. Of course, he was very short, so it's easier to have hair down to the back of your knees if you're not really tall. That was one thing that was really neat. I could have shown you. I could have interviewed you. I could have. It was yellow, and there are cameras there, ready to take my picture. I should smile for the pretty camera. And what else was I going to tell you I did? Oh, and then there was also a dog, and it had booties on her. And then I realized it was a seeing eye dog or something. It had one of those square harness things you hold on to. That's right, and that's the truth. And so, thus we could see, it behooveth he who hath been warned to warn his neighbor. No, wait a minute. It behooveth he who knows who has a camera to always keep it with him. Well, you saw it here last. Bye-bye. You're so far away now. You're so far away.